What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brown Gen. In this video, we've got a surprise airdrop, and we're going to talk a bit about what that means in this video, so stay tuned. But just remember, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. If you want more coaching, support, guidance, etc., we've got a group coming together in our private group, Web3 Secret Society. You can find the link to join in the description below. I have way more updates in there, letting people know exactly what I'm pursuing, price targets, sort of the charting, all of that. If you want to support network during this bull run, look no further. That being said, we're here to talk about Manta and Manta Pacific. As you guys know, we have been going hard in this. I think a lot of people across YouTube, across crypto Twitter, have been talking about their new paradigm campaign. And we already know we have been collecting those boxes, putting them together, restaking that stone token that we've been getting to get some extra rewards. And on top of that, they announced their predecessor campaign, Into the Blue. And we've talked about that in the past, so we're not really going to get into it. But one of the things you want to always do is check out DeFi Llama. Remember, links to everything that I show will be in the description. Here we can see how the total value locked on the other protocols within Manta Pacific has really taken off. Back here in December, we were sitting around 14.5 million US dollars, and now we're sitting around 388.76 million dollars. That's very, very significant. And leading the pack is Layer Bank, which, as you remember, is one of the options that we have been talking about to restake your stone tokens that you got for depositing that ETH. And people have been doing that to get those Manta rewards. Well, why is all of this relevant? There's a couple things at play here. But the first thing I want to talk about is how, congratulations to everyone. We've sort of hit a milestone in crypto. The SEC finally approved the first Bitcoin spot ETF. It's momentous. This doesn't mean our work here is done, but it's a great first step in a long path to seeing crypto becoming mainstream. Now, if you take a look at the markets, Bitcoin hasn't really done that well following the news, but one token specifically has. I mean, a bunch of tokens have, but one token I really want to call out, and that token is Ethereum. Ethereum is a token, as you recall, I've mentioned this so many times, it has not seen the same price appreciation that the other tokens have. If you take a look back in the summer, back around April 15th last year, we were sitting around 2,100 US dollars. In fact, at that time, Bitcoin was sitting around 28 or 30,000, maybe 31, 32. Ethereum retraced down to 1,500. Bitcoin somewhat stayed flat and then skyrocketed. Ethereum went back to that same range. It didn't really go that much further, where we saw all the other alts go 3x. Now, the reason I bring this up is it stands to reason, and politicians have already been revealing that in the last few weeks, they were purchasing Ethereum because they knew the Bitcoin ETF would be approved. I don't know how they would know that because, there's no such thing as insider trading, right? Nancy Pelosi tells us no one is doing this. But because they somehow have the best foresight, better than anyone else, they don't even know crypto, but they somehow knew about this. Well, they got Ethereum because Bitcoin was already priced in for the ETF, but Ethereum was not. And they stand to reason that an Ethereum ETF will also get approved since the Bitcoin one did. And we've seen the Ethereum price skyrocket. Why am I bringing all this up in this video? Well, you have to remember, when we get into protocols like Manta, when we get into protocols like Blast, Eigenlayer is different because you could stake and unstake, but most of these protocols, we've got to give our ETH for an extended period of time, and we don't have access to it, right? We don't get to ask for it back before a certain period of time. And that has taken a lot of Ethereum out of circulation. And what that means is as we see the price of Ethereum run up, there's actually less available supply than you would think, because a lot of it is in staking protocols, either earning yield or part of initiatives like this. So this is fantastic to see. I expect to see a little more than this. In fact, I was wary of a slight correction in all the coins. The only ones I didn't trim were Bitcoin and Ethereum, and obviously my IBC tokens, because they're staked and they would take 21 days in some cases, 14 days in another to unstake. But I was never going to sell any Ethereum. I'm only adding to Ethereum below 3,000, and I have specific price targets. If you want to see those price targets for where I want to enter, you can join the membership group, link in the description below. That all being said, Layer Bank had an incredible announcement in the last 24 hours. I wanted to make a video about this, but I had work, and then I went to the gym after work, so this is the earliest I can put this out. They've seen some incredible growth. I showed you their TVL growth. It's substantial. They're making up, just as a refresher, they're 295 million of the 388, which is over 50%, almost about 75 to 80% of the total value locked on Manta. Now, if you look at Layer Bank, the additional bonus is we know that Manta tokens will be given as part of Into the Blue. We know that Manta tokens will be given as part of New Paradigm. And part of that New Paradigm was the whole restaking piece. But they're saying on top of all that, we're getting additional bonus incentives from Manta. Only a few projects are getting this. I expect Shubil potentially to be another. I did not see any tweet. Maybe I missed it. But this is fantastic news for those who chose to go with Layer Bank. I know in my videos, I said straight up, I am predominantly picking Layer Bank because it's the better of the protocols. And I'm glad to see that, for those who listened to me and went with Layer Bank, maybe you didn't even listen to me. Maybe you just did it on your own accord. Congratulations. This is fantastic because we are going to get extra Manta tokens. And I showed you in the last video, Manta tokens are trading for around $3 in the pre-market on KuCoin. I'll put a link to that video as well in the description. Now, if you're forgetting, you can go into Layer Bank and sort of check out here how much you want to sort of stake, etc. Where is it? It's under. Oh, my wallet is not connected. That's why. So we'll just connect my wallet. I think I have 2 Ethereum on this account that I've staked in here, or 2 Stone, let's call it. Yeah. So I got 2 Stone, 150 US, and 16,499 TIA, which is 1 TIA, right? So that's great. And the second thing I want to mention, I've talked about this before, we finally got confirmation that Manta will also be airdropped additionally to TIA stakers. So shout out to Hawkage from Twitter. He does some great work, posts them in fantastic tweets. It is so hard in this space to be on top of everything. People like Hawkage, you know what? I don't know why I'm not doing it. Right here, I did it live. I'm going to follow him. I see all his tweets anyways. They just come on my feed because I've read them and they're very well thought out. He does a lot of coverage. You need to follow a ton of people in this space so you don't miss anything. Not one person, not even 10 people can capture every piece of information that you need. You just want to make sure you're getting reliable sources. And he's linked on his tweet the sort of audio where they said they're going to work out something specifically how Manta is going to be provided to Celestia stakeholders. There's no official announcement. They're going to figure something out, but they do plan on rewarding them somehow. And this is something we expected. So if you haven't already, go into your Kepler, go into your Leap wallet, make sure you're staking Celestia, because I don't think a snapshot has been taken yet. You might as well get in. I think this is going to be the year of Celestia when it comes to all of the various rewards you can get. Don't forget, you got Milky Tia and you got all of everything else that comes with it. There are other restaking protocols. You can't go wrong with staking Celestia. Just remember the unbonding period, I believe, is 3 weeks. Now, I did want to show one more thing. Last time when I opened boxes live, I was opening them for other people, but I did pretty well, right? I think I opened up Elite code for one of my referral code users. He got 80%. I ended up selling that for him because I didn't hear back from him for a little bit. And I just sent him the Ethereum to his wallet address, so 80%, as well as like 8 of the 10 NFTs. Sorry, 8 of the 10 tier 1s and 4 of the, I forget the other one, the leadership score one. But let's hope that now that I'm opening it up for myself, that I can get a banger. You know, elite code would be really nice. I got 2 tries. I opened a box earlier off stream. I got legit. Okay, hey, at least I didn't get. Oh, it opened both. At least I didn't get. What's it called? I didn't get a tier 1 backer. I got legit teams and secure multi-sigs, which are, I think, number 2 and 3 in terms of rarity. And the other thing that's really cool, and maybe I'll stream it, I don't know, is my next box is a frenzy. So the next time I open a box, it's going to be something good. Like, it could be like 5 tier 1s, whatever, but at least it's decent. And I get my next box, my next 52 box pieces in 6 days and 21 hours, unless somebody, either uses, they can't sort of add any more people to the team, but somebody who I've already referred could top up. So if you're watching, consider that. Or somebody who's on my team, get somebody to sort of use their referral code. I get a bit of incentive from that. So that's pretty cool. Now, if you're thinking about depositing into Manta and you don't have much, maybe you've got like, I don't know, $100, $200, right? I don't think you'll get enough box pieces to make the box in time. Consider instead, if you want to take advantage of an opportunity, you can get a 6% premium by going to Aperture Swap and literally just buying stone token for your Ethereum. Trade your Ethereum for some stone. You'll get like let's just say you were trading 1 Ethereum, you'd get like 1.06 stone. Obviously, you were not trading 1 Ethereum because then you would just deposit, but you know what I mean? You see there's a 6% premium here that you can just earn by holding it for, I don't know, 2.5 months, which is a lot better than a lot of other places. Remember, we want to hold ETH because ETH's going to go up long term. I expect ETH in this this calendar year to potentially end the year at least at like $4,000 to $5,000, maybe even more. Now, one last thing I do want to mention. Oh, it was number 3 and 4, not 2 and 3. So one last thing I do want to mention is somebody made a very interesting comment in one of my last videos. I didn't think about this, but if everyone is using their lead codes to create those, or most people are using them to create the gold NFT, are we sure that the 30 million tokens that are going to be divided by these 6 NFTs are not done straight? So then, 5 million going to each, because then there are actually less lead codes in existence right now than the modular NFT, because the modular NFT has eaten a lot of those lead code supply. So that's actually something very interesting to think about. I don't know if it's going to be split that way. If they make that announcement, then I will actually look to pick up some lead codes, because it seems like that could be a really good opportunity, because in essence, this might end up being worth even more than the gold NFT. It's sort of a game, but once again, we've got to figure out exactly what that will look like. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Try to keep it short as usual. I'm not here to sit here and drone on and on and on. I just want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you got value, please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share the video so someone else can get this sort of guidance and also know, hey, maybe they want to subscribe to the channel as well. With that being said, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.